Marco, welcome back to East End Park, and it was nice to see you again, although it's not that long since we saw you when you came with Ajax Amateurs.
Yeah, and I came back in February or so, of course. It's, I think, half a year ago. So I'm glad to be back again. So.
Jimmy Calderwood brought you over from Go Ahead Eagles, and previously you had played for AZ Alkmaar. Had your path crossed before, and how did you settle into life in Scotland?
You mean what's happening in Holland, or?
Yeah, had your paths crossed with Jimmy Calderwood before?
I didn't know him, only from name, of course. And the time that I came over, I knew the manager, of course, Calderwood. And he gave me a second chance because otherwise I was stopped with professional football. So that was my last chance to play professional football.
Did you enjoy it playing in Scotland?
Yeah, this was really special for me because I came over with my family, with my wife and two daughters. One daughter was only 6 weeks old and the other one was 2 years. And yeah, that was really special. And special Dunfermline. It looked like a family, the whole club. And yeah, I'm a family man, so it was easy to fit in.
Yeah. Your first game, funnily enough, was back in Holland, was it not? When we played the pre-season friendly against Go Ahead Eagles.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah.
Especially there were still players who I was playing with, of course. But yeah, that's football, you know. One moment you're in Holland, the other moment you're in Scotland. So yeah, that was good. Good to see the boys back again and show that I'm was playing on a high level.
When you came to the club, there were a few Dutch players already there. Did you know any of them prior to coming to Dunfermline? And did you all get along?
I knew Michel Doesburg. I played with him by AZ Alkmaar. And Robbie Matai I knew also because he was playing for Haarlem, I thought. So we play against each other. Yeah, and it's easy because they lived in near Glasgow, Hamilton, and I start in Uddingston. Especially for the wives, they know each other also from the time from AZ. So that was nice and easy.
So you settled into life in Scotland quite easily?
Yeah. But there's also the Scottish people, of course. They, my neighbor took me maybe as a son, you know. This is my neighbor. I didn't see him. This is the first time I saw him, and it looked like if I was his son. So yeah.
That was good. You played in the Premier League for Dunfermline, and it was for Dunfermline it was a exciting time and a successful time compared to what had gone previously. How did you enjoy playing with Dunfermline?
It was the first time for me that I was playing on a high level, especially abroad. The first time, I don't forget it, was Aberdeen at home. It was 0-0, clean sheet. And I didn't know what a clean sheet was. And everybody was talking about the clean sheet in the first game in the Premier League. So I said, yeah, I think it's okay, I don't know. And it was easy because the cover told me, you're the first one and he's the second one. So you start and do your best. So that makes it easier, give them some trust, and that's the reason. Maybe that I getting better and better.
Andreas Skerla came along as well, roughly about the same time, and he says that you helped him settle in Scotland because he had played in Holland and with PSV, and you helped him settle into Dunfermline. So was it good to have Andreas there as well?
Yeah, because he spoke a little bit Dutch. For me was it okay, and we stayed in the Pit Buckley Hotel. So we were talking about football, and we after the training sessions we drove around, look around, and we did everything together the first 2 weeks. So that was good, and he was coming over, I was coming over, so it was on the same time. And that's easy to talk because we don't know anything about Dunfermline, we don't know anything about Scotland. So we were looking around, and that was, he helped me and I was helping him, so we did it together.
What was it like to play under Jimmy Calderwood and Jimmy Nicholl?
Both managers were really honest. If it was okay, it was okay. If it was bad, it was bad. There was no way between, so that was really good. And that's the way I'm also by myself. So if I'm good, I'm good. And if I played a bad game, I know it by myself. And yeah, so that was good for me. Both managers.
You were on the bench in the Scottish Cup semi-final against Inverness. What was the experience like of playing in a Scottish Cup semi-final?
I don't know, I didn't play. I was on the bench, and that was because I got an injury a long time back. It was really good to be a part of the team, and if I'm injured or if I don't play, I'm always doing 100% for the team. And I think that was what Calderwood also saying to me. You're always a part of the team, and that's really good. Even if you are a second goalie, you know. And it was hard for me to be a second goalie, but still I was hoping, do training and to be positive to get a second chance. But it doesn't happen. So.
Are there any particular game that stood out for you playing for Dunfermline? Any particular game that stood out playing when you played for Dunfermline?
Yeah, one game we played against Dundee away and Hearts away. There were two games that I get some saves I didn't know by myself. It was unbelievable. And yeah, Hearts away, a couple of high balls from the sides. So that was easy for me, but everybody is thinking that's good because you're coming out of the goal. And the games against Celtic and Rangers, a big stadium, massive, good crowd. So.
I would say that you weren't well known for saving penalties, but you saved one at Parkhead, did you not, against Celtic?
Yeah, last one.
Yeah. How did you feel after that?
I know it exactly, it was one each, and I saved the penalty. It was a corner, and it was 2-1, and we lost again. 1-3 we lost there. I know that because one of my best friends was in the crowd, and he was just phoning with Holland. It's a penalty, Lars is going to take. Oh, he saved him, and he was live to Holland. He told me after the game, it was unbelievable. So that's the reason that I know it. Yeah. Was on the left hand side that I saved it.
Yeah. We often thought penalty against us, maybe Marco might not get it. What is it about penalties and goalkeepers?
I don't know. I really don't know. You see, sometimes you need a wee bit luck that you take the right corner. Maybe you need to stay longer on your feet. I don't know. But luck is the most important thing you need.
Did you enjoy playing under Jimmy Calderwood's style of football? Because sometimes we went a bit gung-ho and played against Hearts and were beaten 7-1 one season.
Yeah, sometimes it happened because it was a wee bit a mix of the Dutch style and the Scottish style, you know. We want to be playing football and sometimes you don't need to play football but kick the balls away. But we always, and you saw it in the afternoon today, we want to play football. And I think it was 80% of the whole team who was playing. And it was always playing football, and that was the reason, on the training pitch. We were always see if we can build up from behind and playing football. It's really Dutch.
Yeah. Your last game was against Dundee United in a 1-1 draw at East End Park. Was that a bit emotional for you?
Yeah, that was a hard one. Because I went a week earlier back to Holland, and the manager told me, you need to come back to play your last game. That was a hard one, a really hard one, especially because the club wasn't really well. And yeah, I went back because otherwise I stayed here, and I was the second goalie also, of course. It was an easy choice to go back. And I came back for the game against Dundee United, and we were 1-0 up. And I think 6 minutes for time it was 1 each. And I was hoping maybe I can get a clean sheet, you know, my last game a clean sheet. But yeah, it wasn't. But it was a hard game for me. Special with a big crowd again and yelling your name, screaming your name. So that was a hard one. Yeah.
Do you look back with affection on your playing career with Dunfermline?
What do you mean about affection?
And the fact that you look back on it as a good time in your career.
Yeah, it was a really good time. That's the reason that I'm today back again with my wife. Because I love the club. I'm always looking what the results are after the Saturday afternoon. Yeah, I played for 3 clubs, AZ, Code Eagles and Dunfermline. And AZ was a really good time. Code was a wee bit, yeah. And Dunfermline was also a good time, especially all the people around the club. They still at this moment around the club, so yeah, it's my home here.
Do you still keep in contact with any of the players that you played with while you were here?
Mr. Duisburg, sometimes with Nippen, especially for this game of course. And when I'm coming over, I phone Mojo. Tell him I'm coming over. Oh, you're gonna visit the club? Yeah, of course. That's the reason that I phone you. So.
Is he happy or is he grumpy?
He's happy. For me, is happy. Is he happy? Yeah.
When you went back to Holland, you played a season at amateur level and then you retired.
Yeah.
What are you up to now?
Sorry?
What do you do now?
I'm a manager coach from the amateur side from Ajax, Ajax 3. I do it now for 8 years and we get 5 years the championship. It's a team players between 32 and 40 years old, and that are all players who were playing for Ajax, or in amateur side or in the professional side. It's all players who were playing for Ajax. So that's what I'm doing now. Have some fun and that's me.
Do you do a day job as well?
Yes, yeah. My day job is in the printing business still. It's a hard time at this moment, but yeah, everywhere I think. But we still living from that.
So did you enjoy the game against Celtic Legends?
Today was brilliant. You see the crowd who were in the stand is unbelievable. And first time, a clean sheet against Celtic and a win against Celtic. It's the first time. So, how good can be that? Yeah?
Thank you very much, Marco, and it's lovely to see you back
Good.
at Eastern
Thank you
Park.
very much.
Thank you.